Greetings, members, one and all of the Salivation Nation. Back on track with gold. Let's explore. This video is just as much about setting goals, being distracted from your goals, and making a return to the original goal. And that's really what it's about. And you can apply it to pretty much anything in life, because sometimes we do get off track. Sometimes we must be agile. Sometimes we must take advantage of opportunities. And in this case, this was somewhat of an opportunity for the collector in me anyways. But I think there's a mixture between collecting and stacking in this unboxing. We're going to take a look here from SD Bullion. And SD Bullion it had the best price of these that I've ever seen, and was able to take advantage of this, and especially when there was a fairly substantial dip in gold prices a while back. So we're going to take a look at what we've got inside here. Very well packaged by them, by the way, I must say. Extremely well packaged. Alright, there we go. Here is the, FedEx package here, or bag that it's in. We can remove it accordingly here to pull the contents out. See what we've got here. Alright. So, they still have these, although the price isn't quite as good as it was when I made the purchase. But this is the 2019 American Liberty High Relief Gold Coin. You may remember I made a purchase of this directly from the United States Mint, and it cost considerably more, but not a whole lot more, because that was back when gold prices were a little bit cheaper. But nonetheless, this is the best price I've gotten on these, and it's still actually a really good price, way below mint issue price. You can get these at SD Bullion. And this is my second one. Very well packed. It is the 2019 American Liberty High Relief Gold Coin. And let's take a look at it. The coin itself, it is, I mean, it looks fresh from the mint. It's amazing. I don't know, they got a number of these, and it's just astonishing that they were able to offer these at that price. I don't know how they did it. There it is. And looking at it, and it looks really nice. The first thing I look at is the rim on these things, because the mint is known. My very first one of these did have some finning associated with it. This one appears to not have any finning to it. It was minor finning on the first coin of these I got, but this is an excellent example. And so I'm very pleased to have gotten this. And kudos to SD Bullion for passing that savings along. I don't know how they accumulated. Perhaps another big dealer, or maybe they themselves ordered some, and now they're trying to liquidate their stock at a fair price, or at a loss. Who knows? The price does fluctuate with the bullion market. And there is quite a bit of a premium, but really the premium is not much more than you would pay outright for an eagle. But it is substantially more, but not as much of, not $300 and $400 more. But I love the reverse of this. Somebody had mentioned that it looks like a Primal Fear album cover, and it does have that sort of appearance to it. But indeed, there it is. And now, what is it about coins like this that are attractive to hold? Is that, yes, many times modern collectible coins are more difficult to liquidate. But if you can find a really good deal on them, they are liquid. They certainly are liquid. And this is an example of a coin that would fall in that category. It is an official United States Mint coin. And I do see a little tick on the rim there that is on the actual coin, but it's a very slight little mark there. But nonetheless, these things typically will sell for a little bit above bullion price, more so than an eagle would, but although they may not be quite as liquid, but it may take a little bit more work to sell something like this to get what you put in it. But I believe that it probably would, and I believe that having a collector coin in your stack like this, when it comes time to liquidate, it gives you a bit of diversity, and it gives you a chance to maybe recoup some of that. There's a collector out there that would probably enjoy having a coin like this in their collection. So more than likely, you could probably sell it on eBay and flip it for a fairly decent price. These 2019 American Liberties have been on SD Bullion's website for a while, and they have gone for a decent price. I just really didn't feel the need to get another one until I saw the price dip well below what I had expected it to. So it was a sort of an offer that had placed itself in front of me, and I decided to go ahead and take advantage of it when the price dipped. And so that is why I purchased it. And so taking advantage as well as getting back on track with buying gold this year, and now have fallen back into that again after pausing a bit to get some platinum and some silver when those prices dipped. And I have not really accumulated much of either of those metals this year because of my goals for gold. And I'll talk about those goals when the end of the year arrives, and kind of what that had how it had turned up. Nonetheless, it is amazing to be able to witness something like this. That's a very high premium coin from the United States Mint, and that has a relatively low mintage, by the way, in comparison to other in the American Liberty series. In fact, the American Liberty series, the lowest mintage one would be the Mustang, the Bucking Horse American Liberty. This is the second lowest. So I would expect this, because they're not selling these at the Mint anymore, even though they are still selling the 2017 variety for much more. This 2017 variety is very difficult to find for a reasonable price these days, and they're still selling them at the Mint. They have the highest mintage of all of the American Liberty series. So I'm just waiting for a good deal on those, and then I will have them all. I had a chance to get one of those at a coin show several years ago for pretty much right around spot price, but I decided to buy something else instead, and was only the coin in the capsule when I really should have probably picked that up and got the packaging separately. But nonetheless, getting some gold into the stack is my goal this year, is to try to increase my gold holdings to further narrow my personal gold to silver ratio. That's kind of what it's about, and to a reasonable level there, and to have a bit more wealth and storage in a tighter space. And that's kind of a big, huge plus for gold, I believe, is to have more gold and more value in a tighter space. And that's what this coin represents. So getting back on track with gold is something that is paramount, or something that I had been wanting to do here, and I've since been getting off track. But me getting off track does not mean that I wasn't still trying to preserve my wealth. I was just trying to do it and diversify, taking advantage of lower silver prices and lower platinum prices at the time. And I must confess that in amongst all of that, a big part of my motivation for buying gold and silver is the collector in me. The collector in me is strong, for sure. And even though this is my second one of these, I now feel better that this example is actually better than my first example, because it's more evenly struck, and I don't see any evidence of finning, at least through this capsule. Usually the best way you can tell if there's finning, and by the way, that's finning is F-I-N-N-I-N-G, is if one particular side of the capsule is tighter squeezed down than the other, and I don't see that a whole lot here. I'm not going to take it out of this capsule to really see for sure, but usually you can kind of see a little lip there. And there's a slight lip there. There's a little bit of it thinning. You see that lip right there at the very top. That is thinning. And that is when the metal flows between the collar and the die. And it causes a very narrow band of metal that protrudes, that is very sharp. And it just looks very unprofessional indeed. But this is a nice example of liberty. Some people did not like this coin, and it's kind of grown on me a little bit, although I think it could have been done better on this side. But I do love the eagle side. I think this is this eagle exudes strength and courage. But nonetheless, there you go. There you have it. So let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. Getting back on track with gold. That's what it's all about. So I'd like to extend a multitude of gratitude to you all for taking the time to watch, and to encourage you to please rate, share, comment, and subscribe.